What is up, gentlemen and ladies? Yoshi Smiles here, bringing you guys another Dead by Daylight video. And today is going to be a bit of a different one, a bit of a newer style. I've never really done it with any of my other videos before. I guess unless you count the discussion video from yesterday. But basically, I'm just going to have some gameplay in the background, and I'm going to do a little commentary over the gameplay, doing things like explaining my decision making and whatnot. This game is a game that I actually just played this morning. It was like 9:30 a.m. or something. I woke up at 8 and I played Freddy all morning. And this game, I finally got to rank 1 playing Freddy. So I figured I'd upload the gameplay, and I thought it would be a little bit boring if I just uploaded it without any commentary, and I wasn't going to put music over it or like text or anything like that. So I just figured I'd explain my decision making a little bit, and if I sound a little tired or kind of go silent at times or whatever, mind you, I really just kind of woke up. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, so let's get right into it. So as you guys can see there, I was walking around at the very beginning. I was walking around the generators looking for somebody. That's the general Freddy strategy. It's made easier if you have abilities like whispers, because you'll know when someone's nearby. But you go from gen to gen, you listen for the sound cue, you check your whispers perk, and then once you see something pop up, you search around, you put them to sleep, and then you pursue the chase. So that Nia got really unlucky. I caught her. Don't know what that Feng Min was doing over there. But when we chased the Nia and she tried to loop around that little fenced-in area, we just hit her with a little mind games, went to the opposite side in here. So we looking around for the Feng Min, come back and kick the generator. It's always good to kick generators. You need to slow down the game as much as possible, especially when playing somebody like Freddy, who has a very high time to kill. It takes very long to get kills as Freddy, so you want to slow down the game as much as possible. Kick whatever generators that you can. If you feel it's right to, like if you're in the middle of a chase, don't stop to kick a generator. Or if you find somebody working on one, you put them to sleep and it's almost done and then they start running. It's better to chase them than to finish it unless there's multiple people there. So generally, what I do with Freddy is the same thing that I do with Huntress. I go gen to gen, I look for somebody, I begin the chase. The only difference is, as you see, Freddy's power doesn't help him in the same way that Huntress does, but because of how his terror radius works, with it being the lullaby, it's easier to get the drop on people, because even if they have an amazing headset, amazing headphones, whatever it may be, you can't hear which direction he's coming from. All you hear is the lullaby. So you can get some really cheeky sneak ups on people and get some free hits in, or if they start running immediately after you put them to sleep, you can pretend that you're coming up behind them, because during the dream transition they see little flashes of you. You could pretend that you're coming up behind and then loop around something and catch them by surprise, or walk in front of them or whatever. What I'm doing here is that I see it's a Lori. I think that she has decisive strike. I count to 3 and I dribble her. And a lot of people say things like dribbling and camping and whatnot are toxic. And I might sound really toxic for saying this and seem toxic for doing it, but those things are just general strategies. Especially at higher ranks of the game, you do what you have to do to win, especially playing a very weak killer like Freddy. I might lose a lot of respect for that, but whatever it takes to win, I'll do it. I don't face camp, but I'll stay maybe Whispers range or make your choice range away from a hook, and just search the area for a save. I see the gen pops over here, I go straight for the Nia, I check to make sure nobody else is on it, and I go for the kick since I can still see the scratch marks and I can still follow her. And since she's asleep, I can see her aura. She goes for the vault there, I keep going after her, and I'm thinking to myself that Lori is going to get unhooked soon, so I try to get the hit on the Nia as fast as I can. Try to see where she's trying to go, and thinking the other 2 people have got to be going for the Lori. They're going to unhook her, they're going to heal her, so I start heading in the direction of a hook. I see that the Nia is also going there, so I figured maybe I could get a hit on her when she goes to unhook the Lori, possibly, which wouldn't be a smart decision for her to make. She probably should have just looped me around the shack, but we put the Lori immediately back to sleep after the unhook. We missed this hit somehow. She tries to flashlight us. I don't know what she was really doing. At this point, the Lori's asleep. She wastes the pallet. We kick it. She tries to flashlight us. She misses. We get flashlight evasion there, and then we get the free hit off on her. We could see the Lori through the wall over there trying to self-care. She gets pops the skill check to wake herself up. Throw the Nia up on the hook. And immediately go and try to find the Lori. A lot of people are gonna say I tunneled the Nia, but again, with Freddy, that's a perfectly fine strategy. You want to kill people as fast as you can. You want to secure the kills that you can. Um, it's very, very difficult for him to do a whole lot, especially at higher ranks. This team wasn't very coordinated. They could have got 3 gens done while I was chasing the Nia and the Lori, honestly, but I don't really know. Anyways, she failed her healing skill check there. I look around and try to find her. I think I actually lose her here, and I just end up going to kick the gen anyway, and then she shows herself to me. Real quick, I'm going to go off track. Oh yeah, I can hear her coughing around here, and she ends up being on my right. We put her to sleep. She tries to self-heal to wake herself up. We get the free hit on her, and she's down. Nia's hook is almost up, so she'll probably die soon unless somebody goes for the unhook, which I don't think anybody goes for her, actually. She decisive strikes because I didn't decide to dribble her like I did before. That was my own fault. I don't know why she didn't run farther away, but I believe we get her down right about here because she gets caught on the rocks. You can't go in between those. Real quick, while I'm putting her up on the hook, by the way, the Fengmin is the one who popped that generator over there, I believe. Fengmin or the other Nia, I don't remember. There's a Nia with the pink hair, and then, actually, it's not a Fengmin, there's a Claudette, that's right. It was like a P2 Claudette and a Nia. So, we have the 2 hooks here, but, while this part drags on over here, where I'm going to go kick this gen after I chased the Nia? Yeah. Alright, I guess we chase her, we get the free hit in first, and then I figured I'd go back to kick it, but I guess I'm pursuing the chase here. But I want to go off track real quick to explain my Freddy build. As you guys can see, I have 3 of his base perks being Remember Me, Fire Up, and Blood Warden, and then I have No One Escapes Death. No One Escapes Death is a very crutch perk on Freddy and works very well with Blood Warden, since the whole aspect of Freddy's character is that he works best at the end game when all generators are done and the exit gates are active. I built an entire kit around that using just his base perks and then adding Noed to it because Noed is the exact same way. So we actually don't end up using Noed and Blood Warden, so those 2 perks pretty much don't exist, and I guess neither does Remember Me. And Fire Up comes a little bit in handy, I guess. I think they only get 2 gens done, so we only get 2 stacks of it. But for those of you who are newer to the game and don't know what they do, Remember Me is every time you hit the obsession, it takes 5 seconds longer to open the door, up to 20 additional seconds, and then as you level it up, I think it can go up to 30 seconds. I don't remember exactly, but I only have it at tier 1, so we're gonna just stick with that. My obsession was Lori. I did hit her 4 times, so I did get 4 stacks of Remember Me, so it would have taken them quite a while to open the door. We have 1 stack on Fire Up, which is each time they do a generator, all of your speeds are increased, so kicking gens, breaking pallets. I'm not sure about movement speed. What is it? I forget what the other ones are, actually. It's pretty much just all your action speeds are increased. And then we have Blood Warden, of course. When the exit gates are open, you can see the survivors at the exits through the walls, and if you throw somebody on a hook, the exits get blocked. Now, I have this at tier 3, so it blocks it for 60 seconds. At tier 1, it's 40, and tier 2, it's 50. So Blood Warden is a very good ability to have with Noed, because No One Escapes Death allows you to one-shot survivors. Of course, it's a hex perk, but you one-shot survivors and you gain haste while the exit gates are active. So, my general thought process with this setup is have Remember Me to slow down door opening progression, so that way I can get the one-shots with Noed. If they do happen to open one of the doors while I have somebody down with Noed, I can throw them on the hook, block the exit, and then go one-shot the rest of them, and they'll be forced to look for the hex totem. And then having Fire Up was just to help me break pallets and stuff and kick gens faster, because I don't have brutal strength as of yet. I don't have a whole lot of shared perks again since I'm newer to the game and I've only been playing for a month. I only have, I believe, Freddy, Huntress, Pig, and yeah, those 3 are the only killers that I have past level 30, Huntress being 50, Pig being Prestige 135, and Freddy being 32 now, I believe, after this video, or 31. She gets out of my hand here because there was no hook nearby and I hit it with very bad pathing, but we do happen to catch up to her. The Claudette had woken herself up and healed up. I think she heals up by the time I catch this Nia. I don't know how that didn't hit, to be fair. I think we get the hit on her right about here. She tries to go up. Yeah, and she gets caught on that. Excuse me. But, yeah, I scout out for the Claudette. Don't really see her anywhere. I think I hear her healing herself over there. So I head that way. And then I actually don't end up finding her. And she ends up full healing herself when I go back for the Nia. The reason that I left the Nia down and that I didn't put her on the hook is because slugging with Freddy is a very, very, very strong strategy. Especially at the end game, you can get 4-man slugs with no head really easily. And the whole reason for that is because, as you can see there, you can see people through the walls with while they're asleep. So if you slug somebody, it's basically like having a built-in deer stalker with infinite range. So I think I just troll around with this Nia for a bit, actually. What I was initially doing with the slug is I was trying to go find the Claudette, and since I end up not finding the Claudette, I try to use the Nia as bait. I guess you could say I was camping her while she was down, and that's kind of a dick move to do. But like I said before, I do what I need to win. This is a killer's game. Not to sound toxic towards the Survivor side of the community. I play Survivor as well. I'm a rank 2 Survivor at the moment. Gonna go for rank 1 this week, hopefully, before the rank resets on the 12th or the 13th. So the Claudette swings on over, tries to heal the Nia. The Nia was not recovering at all, so I get a free hit on the Claudette here. I go to chase her. I believe I get her down, and then I go back for the Nia. Here's the hit. Oh, don't know how that missed. Oh yeah, she hits a dead end. We get her down here, pick her up, throw her on a hook, and then we go back and pick up the Nia. Hooked. We pick her up. Claudette tries to get off the hook a few times. That's why I walk over to her. Because if she did happen to jump off of it, I would have just dropped the Nia and put the Claudette to sleep and then picked the Nia back up and threw her on a hook. But the Claudette didn't get out, unfortunately for her. I believe the Nia gets out of my grasp here, but she doesn't even run away because she knows that it's GG. So I just turn around, I hit her, and throw her on the hook. I was considering giving her hatch, actually, but I just really wanted to get that rank 1. This play makes me seem like a major scumbag. Like, this whole game makes me seem like a scumbag. But I really think it's just because the survivors played poorly, and there's a hatch over there. I really just think that they played poorly this game, because my setup wasn't even that good. My tracking, my chasing, and my decision-making was pretty good this game. But overall, I feel like it was because of bad survivors. But, there we go. We won that game, and we get to rank 1 with Freddy Boy. I think I got from rank 4 to rank 1 with him since I bought him on Halloween night, so I am really enjoying him, and I do see his weaknesses, but he also has a lot of strengths, lots of mind games, really good potential, and I'm excited to see what they do with him in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, peace.